First time I really thought about doing this hunt, Lance drew a permit on Kodiak Island and I went with him and he shot a great big bear. And so once I saw one, I was just like, man, I've got to do that. I just got to Anchorage, and like Alaska, most things change every single day. Got here, the wind's supposed to be horrible the next 2 days, so Lance gave me a call and we booked a trip to King Salmon. We're gonna hope to get out there tonight. He had another 206 come flying and pick us up, so we'll see how this goes. Getting to the peninsula is a progression of smaller planes. We're looking for some dude in a 206 to get a ride somewhere else. Fourth plane of the day. 5 airplanes from 6 a.m. until we got out to camp that night. They just got smaller and smaller as you went until it's just you and the pilot. Made it, didn't get sick.
Good job.
Bow hunting brown bears is it's something you just don't even think is possible. I remember being a little kid, my dad took me to watch Fredbear Theater, one of the most iconic bow hunting films ever.
Now on this lonely stretch of beach.
It was like the first time I ever saw someone hunting brown bear with a bow.
The bowman is about to meet his test.
I mean, this is one of the first guys to ever do it.
And here it comes.
As a little kid, you're just like, how did you even know that would work? Sitting in the tent today, it blew super hard last night, and you can hear it's raining pretty hard, so we're just gonna play it by ear and see what happens. Cruise around and camp, just glass big bear coming down the hill. We're gonna go put a move on it. Looks like not a giant bear, but a pretty big bear, but looking to get eaten all the time, so he was actually pretty spooky, but not my dream. 33 yards, and pretty good first day. Not bad. When I was in maybe middle school, Chuck Adams killed an absolute enormous bear, and it was probably the first time that somebody took an actual field photo of a brown bear taken with a bow that did it justice to how big the bear was. That's probably one of the most iconic bow hunting photos ever. Again, you're just struck by the sheer size of this animal. It was sealed at that point in time for me, like, I'm going to have to do that in my life. I don't know when, I don't know how, I'm gonna have to check that one off the list. Morning of the second day, we're gonna hike up to the top and we're gonna sit up on that knob all day. We can look forward, we can look to the Pacific Ocean that way. Bristol Bay's on this side of us, so we're kind of in between. Pretty cool, long walk, not bad. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been watching this sow and a boar all day. They've mated several times. They just went down on a flat and bedded. We got a really good look at him. He's probably a little bit rubbed out, but it's a huge bear. So we're gonna go make a run on him. They kind of got out in the open, so we'll see how it goes. poor choice to go down. I thought the bear was coming below us. I had him at full draw at 40 right there, and I just did not have a window to get through. I knew my arrow was gonna hit. And I went past Lance here. I thought the bear was gonna blow, and Lance was huffing at him, and the bear was coming right for us, and just didn't happen. I'd like to have that one back, and I would have just stayed in the same spot. That's why outfitters don't like taking bow hunters. It's not 100%. That's a dead bear with a gun.
I hate bow hunters.
But that's bow hunting.
Hunting big bears is not like hunting other things. You know, you have people say, oh, I've hunted elk and deer, and things happen fast and they happen different. Everything's got to go right, and you got to be a little lucky. We're gonna keep after it. Everybody's in good spirits. We learned a little bit, and now we're gonna go find another bear, and this next one's gonna be in trouble.
About 10 years ago, I saw Jack Brittingham arrow this giant bear. They sneak up on this bear, he's sleeping, and Jack Brittingham arrows this absolute monster world record brown bear. Yeah. This thing stands up and it literally looks like Godzilla. It's hard to believe that it's a real animal and that you could kill that thing with a bow. And still in the back of my head is, I wonder if I'm gonna get a chance to do that. Well, day 3, it's awesome out weather. It's been good, about as good as it can be, so we're just gonna go up and some more of that today. Hopefully find another big bear. Just a giant bear. Straight out against that lake, there's just sows and cubs running everywhere, and this dude's just walking around just bullying everybody. He's right up there. We're gonna go down this way and hopefully cut him off, but just a monster. You can tell from here. We gotta make a move fast. Glassing over here, and there's a sow with 3 cubs over here, and there's a sow with 4 cubs over there, and right in between them we thought it was the same bear. Just a monster big boar popped up, and he's out here in a pretty good spot. It's about 4.5 miles away. It's on the point of a peninsula out there in the ocean. He's just cruising the beach, so we're gonna go see if we can get closer to him. So when we got on the bear, what was going through my mind is really don't screw it up like the day before. There's a deal you make with the guide that once I loose that arrow, it's all up to him, and I don't want to put him in any danger. In my mind, I wasn't nervous. I just wanted to make a really good shot, and I want to make sure that I killed that bear. Considering it's shot in the 50s or 60s, it's pretty incredible. There's just that short clip, and this is giant bears coming down the beach, and Fred's behind this huge rock, this recurve, and he arrows this enormous bear, which ended up being the world record. I don't know what he was thinking to do it, because he probably didn't know it was even possible at the time, but what it does for a little kid like me, you know it can be done. That's a gift that a guy like Fred Bear gave to us.
Oh my God. I stood right up on him, 12 yards, and absolutely pummeled him with both lungs. That is a lifelong dream come true. I cannot believe that just happened. That is a mega giant. He was scary big when he stood up. I was like, I hope you got me covered because I'm laying in the grass.
I had you, if he saw you and started coming, but I was like, dude, he was
Is he as big as he looks?
Yeah, he's big.
Oh my God, that thing is gigantic.
Pull it up.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how big this bear is. That's like Mondo. No ear. I screwed up on a big bear yesterday. Today, we watched this big giant all day. It's bigger than the one yesterday, one of the biggest bears I've ever seen. My entire pin, my whole sight was on his body, and I hard shot him, double lunged him, and he went maybe 70 yards. And this thing is just a mammoth of a bear. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Teeth worn to the gums, you know, all gnarly. He's got a gigantic scar on his back. It's just a monster. So just humbled to get an opportunity to bear like this, and I don't even know what to say. Just a few times in life, stuff all comes together, and that's it right there. Like, that thing is just a giant. Growing up, you know, you see some of these iconic bow hunters killing giant bears. You don't ever see yourself as being able to do that. It's so far away, and those bears are so huge. If I'd have drawn it out ahead of time, it wouldn't have ended up this good. It was just an amazing experience. Just a unique opportunity, and just really grateful. When it goes better than you think it possibly could have, it's incredible. It's amazing. I mean, I hope everybody can get to experience something like that, whether it's a brown bear or whether it's a sheep. Whatever that animal is to you, hopefully you get to go do it, because they don't always work out like that. I hope somebody else sees this and goes, I got to do that too. You know it can be done, and now it's up to you.